Hello, beautiful people. Welcome or welcome back to Alexis Bay Yoga. I am so very glad that you decided to join me today. I have a fun, full body, everyday yoga flow. So if that sounds good to you, roll out your mat, hit the like and subscribe buttons down below, and we'll flow right into it. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to another week of yoga. Sending that right foot back. Now we'll begin our practice with some happy elephants. So taking your feet just wider than hips distance. We'll extend our arms out to a T and we'll twist towards our left. We'll swing through center to our right, and we'll swing side to side, letting the arms sway and fly out to our sides. And then we'll start to run out of momentum, coming to rest by our sides. Walk the feet in just a little bit. And we'll continue with our arms, but we're going to move in opposite directions now. So as we lift our left, we'll reach our right back and down. And then we'll switch, and we'll switch, and we'll switch. And we'll move at a pace that feels right in your body. And we'll send both arms up to the sky. And we'll hinge and we'll bow all the way forward. With our next in-breath, we'll lift halfway, flattening out the back, reaching forward with the top of the head. And with an exhale, we'll hinge and bow forward again. Taking some time to find some movement here. We can pedal out the legs. We can swivel out the hips. You can grab for opposite elbows and find a sway side to side. Coming back to our breath with the next in-breath. Lift halfway, flatten out the back, engage the core. Exhale, we'll hinge and fold forward. Inhale to reverse swan dive the arms. Send the arms out to the sky, out to our sides, and then up to the sky. Reach tall with the fingertips, and then we'll reach and lift onto our tippy toes so we're even taller. Send the eyes up the wall in front of you, up just in front of the hands. Now with our exhale, we'll drop our heels, slide our elbows alongside our shoulders, draw the shoulder blades in, finding our cactus pose. Inhale to reach tall again. Exhale, hinge at the waist and bow all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We'll add a little more of a bend to the knees. Drop the top of the head to the mat. We can shake the head out a little bit to help relax the upper body, relax the shoulders down to the earth. And we're going to ragdoll or roll our way up the spine, starting by tucking the hips forward. We'll continue that rolling motion, rounding through the back, taking our time. Chin will be the very last thing that we lift in our roll, and then we can lift the shoulders up and back a few times, and then forward and down a few times. Wiggling out to reset. So we'll make our way to the top of our mat. With a big breath in, send the arms to the sky. Exhale to your cactus. Optional baby back bend here. Inhale to reach tall again. Exhale, we'll hinge and fold forward. Inhale Inhale to our halfway lift. Exhale to fold, plant the hands down, step, hop, or float your feet back. Spread the fingertips out nice and wide in your plank pose. We'll take a moment, pressing the hands into the earth. And we'll start to breathe into our abdomen, taking full, deep inhales. And even larger breaths back out. And then we'll shift a little further forward and chaturanga to an up dog or a cobra. Now softening the chest slightly so we can lift the hips. Press the hips up and back and find our down dog. Take some time, pedal it out. Now slide the hands just a little bit closer towards the toes, bend to the knees, connect or bring the abdomen closer to the thighs. And then if we can, we'll lengthen the legs towards straight again. So we're really pressing from our fingertips up and back through our hips. Now with our right hand, we're gonna reach back for our left ankle. Now opening the chest between our arm and leg, over to the left side of our mat. Finding a little twist. We'll circle that right arm back around, down dog, take a moment. And then we'll lift our left, reach back for our right leg, press the chest through. Finding a gentle twist. And untwisting back to our down dog. We'll shift further forward. Chaturanga to our up dog or our cobra. And to our down dog again. We'll lift our left leg up towards the sky. Circle the ankle out in one direction. And around in the other. We'll bend at the knee, draw knee to nose. As we shift and set that left foot through, bring a full breath in. And an even larger breath back out. With our in-breath, we'll lift up to our crescent lunge. We have a nice big bend in our left knee, a little bend in our right, and the chest is forward. Now we're going to start to hinge, reaching with the fingertips as we hover the chest over our left leg. Inhale, we'll float back up and then lift onto the tippy toes of both feet before we pivot the back foot around and find our warrior two. With another in-breath, we'll reach to the sky as we extend our right leg towards straight. Exhale, bending into the left knee, warrior two. Inhale to reach tall, extend the leg. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale to reach tall, this time keeping the chest open towards the right side of our mat. We'll press the hips back behind. Find a hinge, reaching both arms towards the top of the mat, holding for a little bit. Micro bend in the front knee. And then we'll continue to hinge and find our triangle pose, dropping our left hand to our left leg or to the floor, and sending the right hand up towards the sky. With our exhale, we'll turn to look up at our right hand. And then we'll circle that right hand all the way down to the mat, bringing the chest around with it. Add a bend into our front knee. Pivot up onto the toes of our right foot. We'll pick up that left leg. Hug it to the chest. And then send it up and back, three-legged dog. To our down dog. Take a moment, pedal out, reset. And then we'll sweep our right leg up and back. We'll circle the ankle out in one direction. and around in the other. Now bending at the knee, knee to nose, rounding and rolling forward. So we can step that right foot through. We'll bring a full breath in and an even larger breath back out. Pressing evenly into both feet. Lifting to our crescent lunge on this side. Big bend in the right, little bend in the left. Lift the chest forward. I'll start to hinge and hover the chest over our right leg as we reach towards the top of our mat. With our next inhale, we'll lift through center and then up onto the tippy toes of both feet. Before we pivot and find our warrior two on this side, still big bend in our right, reaching forward and back. With an in-breath, we'll send the arms to the sky as we lengthen our front leg towards straight. Exhale to bend into the right. Inhale to reach tall, lengthen the leg. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale to reach tall. And then keeping the chest open towards our left side, we'll start to tip towards the top of the mat, hovering, keeping a little micro bend into the front leg. And then we'll hinge the rest of the way and find our triangle pose, reaching tall with the left arm. Now we'll take the eyes up to that left hand and circle that left hand all the way down and around, bringing the chest towards the mat. Frame out the right foot. Lift the knee, hug it to the chest. And then we'll send it up and back, three-legged dog, to our down dog. Wiggle it out a little more. We'll drop the knees down, walk the hands further forward so we can start to settle the chest towards the mat in our puppy pose. Now your forehead can connect to the mat or your chin, depending on your body today. Pressing into the hands, we'll walk the hands in closer to the body. Finding our tabletop pose. With an in-breath, we'll shine the chest forward, take the hips up, lower the abdomen. Exhale, curl in towards center, arching up through the mid-back. And we'll move back and forth with our cat-cows. And back to our tabletop again. We'll take the knees a little further away and the big toes into touch. Move your left hand underneath of the chest. And with a big breath in, we'll send our right arm up towards the sky. With our exhale, we'll thread that right arm as far to our left side as we can before we bring the shoulder and side of face down. We'll press into the left, unthread the right, reach the right back up to the sky, and we'll bring it down. Settle it under the chest. Take a full in and out breath cycle to reset. And with your next in-breath, take the left arm up. We'll thread the needle on this side, reach the right, reach the left through, settle the shoulder and side of face down. Press into the right, unthread the left, reach it up, And bring it down. Walk the knees in and then walk the hands forward. Tuck the toes. Lift to our plank pose. Spread the fingertips out nice and wide. Press into the earth. We'll shift a little further forward. Exhale, lower for a chaturanga to an up dog or a cobra. And then press the hips up and back, down dog. We'll pedal it out just a little bit more. Now we'll walk the feet one step closer towards the hands. And another step closer towards the hands. And another step closer. And we'll walk all the way forward until we're back to our forward fold at the top of our mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, we'll reverse swan dive the arms, send them out to the sky, out to the sides, and then up towards the sky. Exhale to a cactus, optional baby back bend. Inhale to reach tall. And with our exhale, we'll bring the arms down. We'll wiggle out and come to a mountain pose. Bringing the feet under the knees, under the hips. We'll lift the shoulders up to the ears. We'll work them back and down the spine. Rotate the palms forward. Stack the body. Draw the chin in slightly. We'll close the eyes and take a few deep breaths. Thank you so very much for joining me today. It is always such a joy and an honor to get to spend this time with you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Go in love, go in light, go in peace, and go in joy. Thank you.